Billy. Here's the first. Man, Billy, you are really good at this. Maybe you should go out for the wrestling team.
You know what? Maybe I will. Well, before that, I would vote for Record Journal Athlete of the Week.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whenever you may happen to be tuning in. I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Meriden Record Journal, and welcome to the ninth and final Athlete of the Week show for the winter season. Hey, Aaron, we made it to the end. We were right back where we began in week one, Southington High School. Tonight, Southington and Middletown going at it in the first round of the Class LL State Tournament, and by the looks of the board, Southington up by 6 at halftime. We'll see what the second half brings. In the meantime, we have our final Week 8 winners from the winter season. We're going to start over after the buzzer. Over on the east side of Meriden, our final girls winner, Miss Gracie Massicott.
All right, this is Sean Kropsick. We're at Maloney High, and we're with our female athlete of the week, Gracie Massicott, sophomore here at Maloney. How are you, Gracie? Congratulations on being athlete of the week.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, what does it mean to you to be honored?
I'm very happy, very proud of myself and how far I've come along this season.
So you guys ended on a strong note. Tell me about that win over Platt.
It meant a lot because our season didn't really go in our favor, how we'd want it to be, but beating Platt really hit hard.
Yeah, so you had 12 points that game, 3 3-pointers. You tell me about your performance.
I was proud of myself. I was a little nervous before the game, but I was really happy with how I played that game.
So tell me about being a 3-sport athlete. What's that like?
It comes with it's very hard because keeping up with schoolwork and everything besides sports, and then on top of that, the outcome is really fun. I'm happy to be a 3-sport athlete, but it's very hard.
So your uncle is Howie Hewitt. Tell us about the pointers you get from Uncle Howie.
He was an assistant coach for softball, and I just whenever family things, he's always there saying stuff to me about I don't know, just telling me certain things, giving me pointers on little minor things, but he's a very good uncle and very helpful with things like that.
Yeah, what was it like playing against him this year?
That was very nerve-wracking. I had my whole family sitting watching, and it was stressful, but it was fun.
Have you always been a strong outside shooter?
No, actually. In middle school I wasn't really, but last year I was okay, but I've grown a good 3-pointer now this season.
So you're a setter on the volleyball team and outfielder for softball. What are your expectations for the spring now, getting ready for softball?
I hope we do the same, better than we did last year. We did really well last year, and I'm hoping for an even better season this year, and I hope I do pretty good too.
Maybe we'll see another athlete of the week, huh?
Hopefully. That would be good.
All right, anything else you wanted to add?
No.
No. Anything about Coach Oresco? He wanted you to mention him, right? Awesome. Well, congratulations. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Gracie, thank you for taking time to speak with Shawnee and Aaron the other day. And our boys winner, hey, we had Mr. Billy Carr in our intro, and Billy, of course, won the State Open Championship, 182 pounds. Aaron, he's a pretty good thumb wrestler, too. Holy smokes. I want to thank Billy for being agreeable to doing the opening, and he was very psyched to hear who won, even though Billy was a nominee. He didn't win, but he was pumped to hear who did win. From Platt High School, Mr. James Rondini.
All right, this is Sean Kropsick, and we are here at Platt High School with our male athlete of the week, James Rondini, Platt senior. James, congratulations on being athlete of the week again.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Yeah. So tell me, you had an amazing season. Tell me about your season here at Platt.
The season went well. It was I was undefeated for most of the season. Ended up going into the Class M's and taking second. It was a pretty good season. Then states came around, and it was a learning experience. Again, I went to states last year, ended up taking second, but this year it was fun. It was to see where I can compete coming off an injury, and I just went out there and did what I had to do.
How did you get yourself back ready so quick from a dislocated elbow, 2 weeks later being able to compete in the state tournament?
It was tough. Right after they put the elbow back in because it was dislocated, I went straight into therapy, and I just worked out as much as I could to get it back into condition. I heated, iced, and it was the help of mostly my family. My mom especially, she did most everything for me.
How motivated were you to get back on the mat?
Oh, I was so motivated. I wanted to get on mat as soon as I could because I knew I can compete in the Class M's and in the States, so it happening towards the end of the year was bad, but I wanted to get on as fast as possible.
What's it mean to you to have the career you did and accomplish as much as you have?
It's amazing. I like it. Wrestling at Platt was at all 4 years looking amazing. I don't know. There's not much to say about it. I guess you could say just do what you can in the 4 years you have. Do as much as you can. I wanted to wrestle every day. I ended up stopping playing football and baseball in my sophomore year into my junior year, and I ended up going all off-season wrestling, and I stuck with wrestling all four.
Yeah. What is it about this sport that you love so much?
I think it's just, you go out there and you just have fun. It's a fun sport, a lot to learn, and it's real tough. I like to do a lot of tough things in school, especially I take a lot of hard classes, so I like to do a lot of things that challenge me and make me better as a person.
Do you have a secret move on the mat that you use?
I'd say one of my favorite moves on the mat is the double arm bar. Yeah. That's one of my favorite moves. I've been using that, pinned most of my kids all year with that move. So.
Yeah. When did you learn that one?
In Meriden Youth, I think it was my 3rd or 4th year wrestling, and I've been using that ever since.
Yeah. So once you get that in, you usually don't lose?
Yeah. Usually I get that move in, I ended up either turning them for back points or I end up ending the match.
Yeah. So, what would you say your biggest win of the year was this year?
I think my biggest win of the year, I think it might have been the first match of the year. It was against one of my good friends from our off-season KT, Khalil Shabazz. Mm-hmm. He's a tough wrestler. He ended up winning the State Open for Middletown this year. He's a tough wrestler. I ended up beating him 5-0 in the first year of the match, like the first finals match of the year. So that was one of my favorite matches. It was good wrestling him because he's a good wrestler, I'm a good wrestler, so it was a good competition.
Yeah, I saw, he won at the Opens. Yeah. Were you rooting for him?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
I was rooting for all the KT kids, all our boys, from Haw, Middletown, anywhere.
Yeah. Now you're hoping to continue your wrestling career, right?
Yeah, I'm going to end up doing off-season. I'm going to continue to get my arm better, and then I'm going to keep wrestling, and I'm hopefully going to wrestle in college.
That's good. Awesome, James. Well, thank you so much for your time.
Alrighty, thank you.
Do you want to say anything else to all those people that voted for you?
Thank you all very much. I'm thankful for everyone who supported me, and I love you all.
Awesome. Thanks. That'll wrap things up here.
James, thank you for taking time to speak with Shawnee and Aaron the other day. James had a good postseason too, even though the kid was coming off a dislocated elbow. Aaron, I don't know about you. If I had dislocated my elbow, I think I would be terrified to get out on the mat. Not James. He was undefeated in the regular season, went out there and comported himself well, Class M, and in the State Open. And Billy Carr will tell you, James Rondini, one heck of a wrestler. Finishes 3rd all-time on the Platt list behind only Wes Johnson and Louis Murillo Jr. James Rondini, great career for you. Congratulations to you and Gracie. And thank you all who voted this winter. Thank you to our presenting sponsor, Middlesex Community College. We will be back in the spring. Aaron, we only get like a month off from this. We'll be back in the spring, early April, for our spring session of Athletes of the Week. Until then, I am Brian Carpenter, sports editor of the Record Journal. My best to Aaron and Shawnee. Do a lot of hustling for this show. And to all the kids and coaches and parents who support this, thank you very much. Be good.